rich mix of food and memories.
Welcome to A Taste of My Life, the show that takes a culinary trip back in time, serving up famous lives on a plate. Next half an hour, we'll be telling the life story of a famous guest by remembering, cooking and tasting the food that has gone into making them who they are. Through the lens of food, you can find yourself on a surprisingly intimate and revealing journey, which is precisely why we're going to be feasting on the smells, tastes and flavours of yet another famous life. A great singer and all-round entertainer. He's done time as a children's TV presenter.
Welcome to the second edition of Live and Kicking.
Yeah, we're with you for the next 3¼ hours, and we're glad you could join us this morning.
He's recently smashed his way onto our TV screens as the intergalactic rogue and flirtatious time traveller, Captain Jack Harkness.
Yeah, you want a little rough and tumble, huh? No! Well, let's make it a fair fight.
And he's found himself the judge of a group of musical wannabes.
And you know, you won me over. You totally have won me over. I want to see you take more of a risk each time you do something. For me, that was just safe, and you can't be safe as a leading lady.
Yeah.
You got to push that limit, push the edge.
Yes, today's special guest is, of course, John Barrowman. And so long as he doesn't rope me into singing a duet from The Sound of Music, coming up in today's show. Over in the US, John's family reduce him to tears as they remember the food of his youth.
It's John's favourite banana bread. John.
He talks about how he solved a problem like Maria.
And I said, that's your Maria.
And ex-Corrie star and friend Saran Jones issues him with a cooking challenge.
I love you. Love you too.
John Barrowman, welcome to A Taste of My Life.
Thank you.
Now, you were born in, actually I was going to say America, but you're not, you're Scottish.
No, I'm Scottish by birth, born in Glasgow. You know, I think I screamed the place down when I was born, but yeah.
I mean, do you remember much of Scotland?
I do, actually. I have a lot of fond memories of Scotland, of growing up there. Specifically Sundays when we would go to my grand's house. I can remember my brothers and sisters and I just thinking, oh, we don't want to go because it was the grandparents. But as soon as we walked in, it would be full of like cream cakes and Scotch pancakes and Victoria sponges, and that was always the incentive. That my mother loves to bake, and she'd either bake, there was a zucchini bread and banana bread, and that was my favorite.
I mean, tell me about that.
Zucchini is made with courgettes.
Yeah.
What you do is, if I am correct, it's basically the same kind of thing like the banana bread, but instead of putting in bananas, you put in courgettes, and you put in the skin, or I'm not sure if you put in the pulp of it because the pulp would be too watery.
A classic American dessert. It's no surprise John ate this growing up in the United States. But don't worry, it's absolutely fine to use the whole courgette. This is something that you eat, you don't eat it as a cake, do you? You eat it
No, it's a cake, it's sweet. It's sweet, it's not like a bread roll. It's not like that. Although we call it bread and they call that banana bread, it's still like a cake.
Although I'm using walnuts and raisins, for that extra moistness you can also throw in crushed pineapple. Sounds like carrot cake, green carrot cake.
It is, but the thing is, depending on how much of the shavings of the skin you put in it, that's how green it will be. You get some flecks of green going through it, but you still get that lovely brown. I mean, it's really good. It's really, people go, you know, courgettes and bread, but it's actually really, really delicious.
But that's not all his mum was good at.
My mother was casserole queen. She made this casserole, and it had, remember it vividly, chicken, it had broccoli, it had water chestnuts, it had a cream sauce, and it had onions that were crunchy, like toasted onions put on top, and then it was all baked.
Okay.
Right?
Having pre-cooked your chicken for 30 minutes, make your sauce by adding stock and double cream.
The reason I remember it so vividly is because we said we liked it, and we ate it like every other night.
Although this casserole has broccoli, you could actually throw in pak choy or baby spinach. But remember, add them at the last minute.
to avoid soggy veg.
She left my dad and I with a freezer full of stuff to cook. We pulled out one night, it was the chicken casserole. Fine, the next night, chicken casserole. Chicken casserole. I just got sick of the casserole.
You can have too much of a good thing.
Sprinkle the caramelized onions, and it's time for John to remember growing up in the USA.
Yeah, this was the casserole that we just didn't want any more of, but I'm intrigued because it's been years since I've had it.
So tell me, were you bullied for being Scottish?
Yes, absolutely. American kids, if you're different in any way, they'll make fun of you, right? And so here I show up being this kid who has a funny accent. This one kid, I hated his guts, and he sat on top of me and wouldn't let me get up to go to the swimming lesson. And I stayed on this bus for an hour, and this was all because I spoke differently and just was a little different from the rest. Maybe the bullying in a sense and all that kind of stuff and being made fun of is what made me a little more kind of pushy and out there.
It could have sent you the other way, though.
Well, it could have, but I think it's because of my parents or my brothers and sisters never let me. I mean, if my brother heard anything said badly about me, my brother would have punched them.
That's what big brothers are for.
Yeah.
So how come the family ended up in the States?
My father in 1970 and 71, first off, we were sent to the U.S. on it for a year. And then we went back to Glasgow. And I came back to Glasgow and had this American accent. And the first thing my mother said, the first thing that I did when I walked into the kitchen, I walked and said, "Gee, Mom, what a cute little fridge you got." Because I was used to then all these massive, huge, great fridges. So in 76, my dad packed all of us up.
Well, talking of America, I've got a little surprise for you.
Right. My mother's Wedgwood house.
It's John's favourite banana bread. With nothing in it, John, pure bananas. He was a typical boy when he was growing up, but he loved the theatre. When we had parties, I would say to John, "Come on over, come on and sing, John." And you sing, and I'd give him a wooden spoon, the baking spoon, and that would be his microphone. Oh, this was John's favourite, yeah. This had to be made every week.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't made this for years.
He got all his talent from his mother. And in the early days, my contribution was a credit card. But now, she gives me a credit card. When he's in a show, every night is first night.
Third of a cup of the buttermilk has to be buttermilk. John, don't faint.
I'm in the kitchen.
Dad is in the kitchen. He's going to
Pretending to help.
pour a little at a time. He certainly has the talent, and he's just been a very good son. I love him dearly.
See you, John, but there's some things I need to tell you. I don't need any more shoes. I don't need any more pants. I don't need any more shirts. I'd like a Rolex.
So would I.
Oh, John. This takes me back years, John, when we used to do this. And then you would get the spoon,
Like,
and then I would smack your hand. So it's a pleasure to be making this for you, son.
perfect.
Oh,
Success, John. There you go,
Beautiful.
your lovely banana bread.
Banana bread, courtesy of John's mum.
It's the banana bread, and it's been microwaved just slightly, and then you pour double cream over the top of it.
Isn't that delicious?
That takes me back.
So I'm sort of picturing you as a little boy. And
Fat.
No. I'm picturing you wondering when you knew that whatever happened, you were going to end up doing what you're doing now.
As a really little boy, about 4 or 5 years old, before we first went to the States, I remember Peter Pan, and I remember sitting in the balcony, and whoever was playing Peter Pan, they came up and they flew right in front of me and back, and I just remember that wow. And halfway through the show, my mom just turned and she said, "This is what you want to do, isn't it?" And I said, "Yeah, I can't tell you how much I want."
So, you're the youngest of 3, is that right?
Yes. I am the baby. I'm not going to give ages because my sister, who's the oldest, will kill me. Her name's Carol. And my brother is in the middle, Andrew. My mom and dad, they've nurtured each one of us. I'm the artsy one. Yeah. My brother was the sportsman. My sister was the academic.
Well, your sister is actually going to take you on a little trip down memory lane.
Oh, dear.
Milwaukee!
This was the first dish that Kevin made for my family.
We made weak pizza crust, and the thing that everybody remembered was broccoli.
This is our lovely son, Turner.
Hi.
And John, believe it or not, he has a knife in his hand, so we're staying over here.
Watch out.
John, is this enough broccoli for you, honey? He's a bit of a loony. John doesn't really do anything halfway.
He does everything in a big way.
Oh, yeah.
And he's genuine. I think that's one of the things about John, is that you don't, what you see is real.
When Claire was born, our daughter was a twin, and the other twin was stillborn, and he was one of the first family members who showed up at the hospital when Anne died, and was right there, and ever since then has been a really, really important figure in Claire, our daughter's life. He always knows that no matter what happens, he can always call us, or everybody will always be here for him. Oh, John, I hope you enjoy this. We've had a lot of fun thinking about all these old memories doing this, and we love you, sweetie.
John, here's a piece for you.
Yeah.
Gavin?
And of course, now there is an action figure. Hey!
He sent us, and he had to send it back to the people who made it.
The first time.
Because it didn't look enough like him. Yeah. If you're gonna have an action figure, it better look exactly like you.
Yeah, the jaw wasn't strong enough on the first
No.
one, so.
You are in such big trouble now. Both of you.
Whoa. God, it makes me miss them. Food for us as a family it's a family affair. It's like, you know, food and love, man. Food is love.
You just said you were putting broccoli on pizza. I got cross, but this is lovely.
We almost threw up when I heard the idea the first time. Broccoli on pizza.
There's one dish in particular that you sort of ate as a family. Is this steak pie, but it's like a tradition.
Whoever's hosting for Christmas doesn't do any cooking New Year's Day, and every year it's steak pie. No matter what, you can ask for anything else, you ain't gonna get it. It's steak pie, and that goes back to when I was a kid in Scotland, and we used to go to my father's mother's house. She'd always have steak pie.
Using stewing steak, chop into bite-sized cubes and dust with pre-seasoned flour.
It's made with, you use the fresh meat. They, braise the meat, and in the morning.
Bring together the meat with the onions, stock, parsley and thyme, but watch the amount of liquid. Too much will make your pastry soggy.
And then put the gravy, and then make the pastry fresh, and put it all together. And they usually put it in the oven, I'm guessing, because I have never cooked it, because I'm usually the one who stands back, because that's your deal. And it's ready, piping hot.
A good tip is to line the rim of your dish with pastry trimmings. This way your pie's lid is sure not to slip off.
It's a fantastic meal. So like steak pie is that solid kind of food that brings everybody together. It says pie. That looks delicious.
Does that look right?
Oh, that looks delicious.
I mean, the whole family thing, it is very, very important to you, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Your family are who you turn to. Your family are family's unconditional. It should be unconditional. Do you know what I mean? Actually, I've got a mound of the stuff here, and a bit of the peas, and you just. When you want to shut me up, give me a steak pie.
Steak pie.
Still to come on A Taste of My Life, John reveals ex-Corrie star Saran Jones's strange eating habits.
Saran Jones eating chicken out of a bin.
He talks about the huge success of cult sci-fi hit Torchwood.
Honestly, I was very nervous.
And John remembers eating a lot of caviar with Shirley Bassey.
She said, they throw the caviar away.
Go tell them you want it.
Tell me about John Barrowman the cook.
John Barrowman the cook. I love to cook. I don't know if I'm very good at it. I love cooking big kind of family-style meals. I love doing a roast. Sunday roast with all the trimmings.
Well, on that note, I've got a little surprise for you from somebody very special.
Right, here we go.
I've fancied John when he was a presenter, actually, years ago. And I always thought, oh, he's a bit of a sort. And then my West End debut was last year, and John Barrowman walked into the room on rehearsals, and I was doing A Few Good Men with him. John Barrowman! Hi, Pookie,
hey,
how
folks.
are you?
I'm Nunu.
Now listen, I've got a little bit of a challenge for you. Do you remember, in between shows, we'd go around the corner and we'd get bin chicken, and we'd get chips, and you'd smother them in mayonnaise, and I'd dip them in the gravy, and then we'd lie on your dressing room floor and pass out for about an hour before the next show. Now, I challenge you to make a healthy version of bin chicken. How about that?
I'll do it.
Love you.
Love you too. Bin chicken.
Are you up for that?
I'm totally up for bin chicken. Do you know the story behind bin chicken?
No, tell me.
We used to go and we'd sneak off and get this, you know, a fried chicken strips or whatever. There was one day after we were finished with it, I wrapped it up in its wrapper and put it in the bin. So Anne comes into my room and she says, Pookie, I'm hungry. And I said, well, there's some chicken left. And she went, yeah, but it's in the bin. And I went, yeah, well, just pretend it's bin chicken and have bin chicken. She'll kill me for telling you that. Saran Jones eating chicken out of a bin.
Time for some bin chicken, courtesy of Colonel Barrowman.
So, it's Saran's challenge.
Yes.
Bin chicken.
Bin chicken.
So what, it's chicken in a sort of seasoned batter?
Yes, chicken in a seasoned batter, then eaten over a dustbin.
Sounds fun. So what's going in there? In the flour?
I think we put some paprika in to add some spice to it. Perfect. Now just break that up. There it goes.
And then with salt and pepper.
And it's the dash of each?
Yeah. And then I guess eggs, I mean just break them in.
I'm rubbish at this.
Well,
I think you have your egg phobia.
I'm alright. You beat our pour.
Okay.
Tell me about Maria, because when I switched on, I have to say I think I knew who was going to win. Did you?
Well, I had it set in my mind from day one that I wanted Connie to win because she was the one who had the complete package. And I said, that's your Maria. But for me, she was always Maria. And
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Does that not look...
That's okay.
Listen.
Everybody watched it.
Everybody watched it. It was a huge success. I was there as the representative of the West End because I feel that I know what people are looking for in the West End and what I as a leading man would look for in a leading lady. What other TV show has brought the West End into the living rooms
not like
people,
this.
not like this, in how many years? They did a phenomenal job and the public felt like they had a part of it and making Connie who she is.
I mean, it was huge fun, just enormous fun.
I had a ball. Saran girl, I'm gonna have you over and we're gonna eat bin chicken.
Do you call her Saran?
Or I call her Pookie Nunu.
Dare I ask?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
Well, no, Pookie Nunu is just a term of endearment. Like if you were to hug somebody and you go, are you okay, Pookie Nunu? You my Pookie Nunu? Can I turn my chicken?
Yep, you can turn the chicken. I'll show you. Do that. Just touch it to hold it in place. Bake those, yeah?
Yeah, because that will then bake off any of the... I'm talking a load of rubbish. I have no clue. It'll bake off the excess grease and fat and make it fluffy and light. And it's gas mark 3 or at 160. Perfect. How was that?
Perfect. Bin chicken.
Bin chicken.
Whoa, and chips.
Whoa! Now, I know there's a plate there, but we have to do this. And this is for, we get some chips, we get some chicken, and a bin, and you go, bin chicken. And this is the best way to eat chicken and chips. Fantastic. That is really...
Now, your first big success, this was Anything Goes, wasn't it?
That's right. Anything Goes in 1989, opposite Elaine Page, and what a leading lady to walk in opposite. What a
And
thrill.
still so young, too.
I was in my early 20s, yeah.
So then, on to Matador?
Then on to Matador, and that was with Stephanie Powers, who, funny enough, I laugh because in this picture, that Stephanie taught me how to smile. I'm blessed with good teeth, and Stephanie said, when you smile, you have to bite an apple. Think about it, it's really good. You have to go...
It explains every smile I've seen for a long time.
Every Hollywood smile is this. And she said, that's what you do. She said, John, that's what you do. You just got to go... So every time I smile now, I bite an apple. It's a good thing. Try it once. Go on.
I will try it.
Yeah, not now, though.
When I've got an apple. So, I mean, having this success and having it fairly early on, I mean, have you got your own little indulgences? You sort of caviar
Things that I like.
or... Yes.
No. I love caviar. I adore caviar.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, man. And some people hate it. And I can understand that because it's a very, very acquired taste.
It's fishy and it's salty.
It's fishy and it's salty, but there's nothing better than having caviar with toast points and chopped red onion and some egg whites and some creme fraiche. Shirley Bassey was the one who put me onto this, right?
Yeah.
If I can drop a name. Mm-hmm. I was flying from London to the States, and Shirley Bassey and I were on a flight together. And I'm sitting, and we're up in first class, and it was probably one of the first times I had been up in first class, and I'm sitting, gripping the seat, and she leaned over to me and she grabbed my hand. She said, darling, don't worry, when you're with Shirley, nothing can happen. And we're pummeling down the runway, and she started going, Goldfinger! In the middle of this plane! Goldfinger! And we get up in the air, and they put it out on the tray, and a little dollop, and I had all the trimmings. Shirley's having bit and a bit and a bit. I took all the trimmings, just piled it all together and mixed it all up. Shirley said, darling, I know something that you don't know. And I said, what? She said, they throw the caviar away. Go tell them you want it. So I went up and I said, I understand you throw the caviar away because you're not allowed to bring it into the U.S. I said, well, do you mind if Miss Bassey and I just devour the rest of it? So they gave us the whole tub, and she and I just sat and just ate it. Fantastic.
And don't forget, you'll need to take out a bank loan to eat this much.
Goldfinger!
How beautiful is that?
Oh. You're supposed to only do a tiny little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's indulgent.
Listen, you've done your time as kids' TV presenter, haven't you?
Yes. Children's television was very good to me. I did 2 years of live and kicking. Stop it. I love kids. I'm a kid myself. I'm a big kid in a man's body.
I mean, were you surprised at the whole Torchwood thing? Because it has been a huge success.
Honestly, I was very nervous. That was just a kiss. Spin-offs usually don't do very well. With Doctor Who, it's an iconic TV series that is a part of British television history. To try and do something like Torchwood, and we thought, okay, we have to create our own world, we have to create our own stuff, and just hope that the viewers will go with it.
It's quite funny because the first time, the first 5 minutes, I thought, what have I tuned into? What is this? And then about 15 minutes later, I was sort of...
You're hooked?
I was hooked.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. Come on, I'm on top of the world and enjoying every second of the success that Torchwood has brought to me. I was on the side of a bus, for goodness sake.
Let's find out how John would celebrate his life through food.
So, your final feast.
Yes.
Now you've got gorgeous steak.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's this?
This would be a crispy duck salad.
Your favourite foie gras.
Yes, sautéed foie gras.
And vanilla ice cream.
Yes.
And hot fudge sauce.
Correct. That is, it's what I call super, 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 super moist carrot cake. If you're going to have a last feast, you've got to get every piece of indulgent food in there that you can.
Would you like to make some hot fudge sauce?
Yes.
This is like the wooden spoon my mother would give me to sing with.
Tell me, is there anything that you sort of haven't done? I mean, I've heard that there's the odd part that you sort of might have got and didn't.
Yeah, and that was in Will and Grace, and I was up for the role of Will and down to what they call a producer's call in America, where you go in and you have a specific meeting with the producers. And I never heard back from them after that. And
Yeah.
they rang up my agent, and they said, you know, my agent said to them, why didn't he get it? We're just curious. And they said, well, he was too straight. It'll do. All of it? All the sugar?
Afraid so. Is your final feast?
This smells really good.
Can I turn your steaks?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. If anything goes wrong, I have a TARDIS out front. We can just pop in it, go back in time, redo it.
Can you frost that?
I'll frost it. This stuff is delicious. Whoa. It's like you need a Barry White music going, oh yeah. Baby, spread my frosting. You get this, ready? This is the nice sound.
So you like your foie gras just very simply fried, don't you?
Yes, slightly sauteed. So bing, bada bing, brioche.
Ooh.
John Barrowman's final feast. Foie gras, crispy duck, good old-fashioned steak and mash, moist carrot cake, and ice cream with hot fudge sauce.
Dare I say it, are there any regrets?
No. I can firmly say to you that I am one person. I may make mistakes, I may do things that are wrong, but I will never regret. If an opportunity comes my way, I will grasp that opportunity, so later on in life I will never say I wish I had. Mistakes? No, I don't see anything being as a big mistake or, you know, things that have gone wrong. It's all happened for a reason.
You can have some guests. Who would you have?
First person pops into my head, Lana Turner.
Lana Turner, okay.
And I think Lana Turner is probably of that era, one of the fabulous, you know, actresses of that time. And number two would be Gene Kelly. Now, I have a couple others, and this may sound strange, but I would like to invite my grandparents. And I just love to sit down with them and just see that, you know, if there's that image of, you have people who have passed who are watching over you, just to sit them down and go, do you think it's going okay? Are you enjoying watching?
I'm going to let you have one wish. What's your final feast?
The obvious thing that comes to mind is, I know people are probably going, oh, that's really boring, but, you know, I'm not going to say world peace, because that's perfection almost. But if I had a wish, I would wish that people would accept people for who they are, not be judgmental, allow people to live their lives and enjoy themselves. And that would be my wish for people. That sounded very Barbra Streisand, didn't it?
It sounded it.
People who need people.
John, thank you so much for being a guest on Taste of My Life.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I've had such a great day.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, Rick Stein's cooking sea bass tonight at 8 on BBC Two, and after that, MasterChef marches onto screen, cooking for the British Army at 8:30.
Estamos salvos.